Taye Asqeslasse, President of the Republic of Ethiopia, underscored Ethiopia has impressed the world through transformative agriculture and climate-conscious food self-sufficiency measures that are being implemented at a critical juncture where food sovereignty and climate challenges are impeding other societal perspectives. President Taye's remarks were observed at the inaugural ceremony of the international conference themed Cultivating Resilience, Global Perspectives on Irrigation Development and Climate Adaptation that seeks to address these challenges by providing a platform for global collaboration and knowledge exchange. During his keynote address delivered today to the high-level dignitaries, policymakers, experts, practitioners and stakeholders from Africa and the rest of the world, he mentioned Ethiopia's transition from wheat importer to exporter under the leadership of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, which earned global recognition for the nation.
We have gathered here at a pivotal moment, at a time that calls for not just for attention, but our immediate and decisive action. The challenges of climate change and food security loom large, demanding that we meet them head-on with unwavering resolve and innovative solutions. We are indeed honored to host this distinguished conference, united by a shared vision for a prosperous, food secure, and climate resilient Africa. As mentioned earlier, under the leadership of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, and as champion of the Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program, CAADP as well, Ethiopia has impressed a path of transformative change, demonstrating the power of creating a steadfast commitment and a whole-of-society approach.
President Taye said agriculture isn't just a mere means of livelihood for 70% of Africans, but a meaningful aspect of engagement that should be bolstered through various approaches. Accordingly, he mentioned three major untapped areas of expertise which need closer attention for the sake of African food sovereignty.
We need to scale up investment and financing in irrigation farming. To secure our agriculture future, we need massive investment, especially in infrastructure. A robust intra-African exchange of knowledge is essential. We need to improve data quality in irrigation.
Minister of Irrigation and the Lowlands of Ethiopia, Abraham Belay, on his part underlined the conference is taking place at a time when climate change is no longer a distant threat and became a present reality. Across Africa, erratic rainfall, prolonged droughts, and devastating floods are increasingly common, threatening the livelihoods of millions and worsening food insecurity, he added. Yet, within these challenges lies a transformative opportunity, harnessing the power of irrigation, innovation, and inclusive policies to build climate-resilient agricultural systems that feed African people and sustain African economies, the minister explained.
Africa holds immense yet underutilized irrigation potential. Ethiopia's national wheat flagship program has demonstrated how targeted irrigation investments can achieve food self-sufficiency. Morocco, with its Green Morocco plan, has successfully introduced drip irrigation systems to optimize water use and improve agricultural productivity in arid regions. Globally, India's micro-irrigation, Israel's drip irrigation technologies, and Australia's water governance model offer valuable lessons. These examples prove that with innovative policies, strategies, technology, and financing, we can transform African agriculture.
Joseph Lionel Korea Sako, African Union Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment, raised issues that are very much tied with the continent of Africa when it comes to irrigation and being able to produce climate-resilient foodstuffs. As to here, the international conference has a lot to contribute to the efforts being exerted throughout the continent.
Agriculture is a particularly important sector in Africa, is the backbone for socio-economic development on our continent. Majority of African farmers are small-scale farmers practicing rain-fed agriculture, which is highly vulnerable to climate change. So this nexus between agriculture and climate change, it's very important because we need to have a system, an agro-food system that is resilient and sustainable if we want to feed our population on the continent.
The 3-day conference that intends to share insights, discuss emerging trends, and showcase successful interventions in irrigation development and climate adaptation is underway in Addis Ababa while the 38th edition of African Union Summit is taking place. Ultimately, it's learned that the conference aims to foster a global dialogue which considers broader social, environmental, and economic contexts.